Guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, welcome back to another live video. Obviously I'm not announcing if I'm back, yes or not, but I felt like it was important. I felt called, or I just felt like I needed to talk about this topic. Yeah, I feel like I need to address this topic, not necessarily address it, but just talk about it, because I think it'll be interesting to someone out there. And yeah, it's autumn, guys. It's not even autumn yet, but it feels like autumn, and I'm super cold. Hi, Filter. How are you? I can't see my phone screen. Wow, like the first bit of your name will be blurred out because of my phone screen. My phone screen is so damaged. I'm glad that you're good. I literally had to guess that it's you. I had to try and read the second name, and I think that's got to be Filter. Yeah, I feel like I should talk about this. I wanted to do this. A dog's barking. I wanted to do this video last night. Obviously it was getting late. One second, I'm trying to cross this road. Obviously it was getting too late, and I thought if I did a video, it would mean that I'm staying up way past my bedtime. Yeah, so I'm doing it now, guys. One second. See, I need to get a new phone because I can't even see all of your message. Guys, my phone is playing up so bad. Like, thank you so much for the like. Literally, guys, my phone is literally pressing buttons on its own because the touchscreen is damaged, and it just literally closed my live off. So, guys, if I just disappear my video, you know it's because of my phone, and I am struggling to read all the messages, so I do apologise. Estefan is here. Well, go on, Estefan. Hi, AP. Okay, well, that's good. Well, that's okay. Other people can't say it. Other people can't say it. What do you mean, Filter, when you said other people can't say it? Tanya, what's going on, gorgeous? I'm literally stressed out because my phone. Guys, my phone doesn't work properly. I need to use a new, I need to get a new phone. I was shopping for phones last night and they're so expensive. My budget can't. £600 for a phone? No, I just can't. I'm on a low income, I can't afford that right now. So anything that's below £200 is good for me. Oh, you got your car, AP. Well done, well done. Sorry, I'm so delayed on these comments because I'm usually delayed anyway, but I really can't read this screen properly. Well, go on, Estefan. What's up? What's up, my brother? Hi, Luke. Sorry, I didn't even know you were here. How you doing, Luke? She's coming back from Modern Fellowship. I wish, guys. I've layered up. It's super cold here in the UK, so I've got my leather jacket on. But because it's an open jacket, I literally put my denim jacket underneath, and I've got about 4 layers on today. 4 layers on. I love autumn though. I love autumn fashion. I just love the cozy sweaters, everything like that. I just love the colour palette as well. It's very like, it's like creams, browns, like olive green, like colours like that. It's so nice, right? Orange and stuff like that. It's beautiful and it's cozy, right? Yeah, so guys, I'm going to try and get into this topic. Hopefully my phone doesn't freak out again. I'm going shopping, guys. Just hope it doesn't rain. It's been raining all day today in the UK. We've literally had a week full of rain. So I'm just hoping, oh, this mouse better not run out of nowhere. Guys, I'm so scared. Yeah, so as I was saying, as you can see from the title, guys, stop trying to fix your past, or whatever I put on the title, or something like that. And yeah, stop trying to fix your past. And I was literally thinking about this topic last night, and I was like, isn't it weird that we're all trying to fix our past? Whether we're trying to break generational patterns, whether we're trying to fix the next relationship because we don't want the same thing to happen in the previous relationship. Guys, do you not see the pattern? And when people are parenting, they're constantly trying to teach kids do well at school just because they did well at school. AP said that's very true. Yeah, so I find that we're all trying to fix something right from our past. And I think what happens is when we're doing that, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because it can be a good thing because um, yeah, my mom literally told me she pulled me away for a chat when I was a teenager. Before, actually, I wasn't a teenager then. I would have been 12, right? And she said to me, when you go to secondary school, because I was heading to secondary school, she said, if anybody asks you if you want a cigarette, just say no, I don't smoke. And she said they would try to pressure you, but she said, I'll be honest with you, she said, I smoked once in my life and I didn't like it and I would never do it again. And because she told me that she did it right, I haven't smoked ever in my life. Like, people ask me if I want to smoke weed, stuff like that. Now, even when I'm grown, they're like, do you want to smoke weed? And I'm like, no, I can't. I said, I'm not allowed to. I still tell them to this day. I was like, my mum told me I can't. And I stick to... One second, I'm trying to cross this road. Yeah, I tell them that, you know, since I was a kid, my mum told me no, and I still won't do it. What can they say? Dude, what can they say if I say that? They can't say nothing. So even like in my big grown age, people still try and offer me stuff and I'm still trying. And I'm not even ashamed to tell them I'm not allowed because my mum said. I'm not saying it like I'm a kid, I'm literally just saying like my history. Thank you so much for like. And obviously like when I was a student, when I was a student, right, people would try and pressure me to do it. And they tried to use stereotype of Jamaican to trick me into doing it. I was like, nah, you don't need to smoke weed to be Jamaican, just so you guys know that. So don't fall into stereotypes. But yeah, that's a bit off topic. Don't blame you, disgusting habit. It's a disgusting habit. I'm not going to comment on that because I know there's a lot of smokers on here. But yeah, I understand your viewpoint. I hope he's really funny. I hope he's got his strong opinions, which I'm not saying I disagree with, but I hope he's a man that knows what's good and what's not good for him. Oh my gosh. Hi kid, I can't see the first bit of your name. Is it Dino Kid? Hi Dino Kid, how are you? Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, people like, that's a good example. Like, hello, you're right. He's always here, this guy. Every time I walk this street, he's like, he's a nice guy, but at the same time I'm doing live videos. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright, not too bad. Yeah. Yeah. See ya. You too as well, take care. Sorry guys. I can't see the first bit of your name. Is it Becky? Is it Becky? I can see Smith. Hi Smith. I can't wait to get a new phone because I feel really bad not being able to read people's names. Yeah, so as I was saying guys, one sec, this bag. You know when I wear this jacket, it's so annoying because if I have a bag, it slides off my shoulders all the time because of the material. Yeah, so as I was saying guys, I'm really sorry about this video, it's all over the place and I can't get into the topic properly because I get easily distracted. As I was saying, like my mom warning me about cigarettes is a good example of someone trying to fix their past. So when people usually have kids, which a lot of kids don't comprehend this, when you're a parent you are trying to break patterns. You don't want your kids falling, gosh I can't speak, sorry my throat's been funny. You don't want your kids falling down the wrong path. You don't want them making mistakes that you dodged, and you also don't want them to basically create the same life that you created that you regret, right? And I find that it's a battle when you're a parent because kids don't understand that, do they? When you're trying to tell them, you're like, look, don't be with that company, be with this company, and you're like, Mom, what are you talking about? These are my friends. And you can literally see the danger. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this because we've all been a child, we've all been a teenager, and we don't understand why is our parents trying to control every area of our lives. But it's, as I said, people are trying. Oh, guys, what's that noise? I'm so out of breath, guys. I'm so out of breath. I'm not used to doing these live videos and walking and talking at the same time. I need to get myself on a treadmill. Yeah, so as I was saying, like, yeah, parents are trying to like sometimes live through their child in a way. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what I'm trying to say, okay, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what I'm trying to say is your child's not going to understand that, right? And are we living in the present moment, or are we just trying to constantly trying to live a life or trying to fix what's already gone, right? It's already gone. And we all do it, guys. We all do it. Especially people that are getting into relationships. They're always trying to get better than what they had before. AP said, have you noticed a father who's, one second, my laces, whose dream as a footballer failed or tried to push his son to go about the same, the same direction? Yes, I agree, 100%. Oh my gosh, I need to tie my laces. Guys, everything's just going weird for me today. One sec, my hands are full. Just let you guys here. Yeah, so guys, I do apologise. And AP always says, why do you always keep saying sorry? Oh my gosh, this car went the wrong way. You know, like if you turn a junction right, he's gone back on himself and he nearly ran me the hell over because he's not supposed to drive that way. Yes, AP, I totally agree with that. When dads like into football and stuff, they really think that their child could be the next footballer and they really put all the effort into it. And I feel like that can probably lead the child to depression if they don't get to fulfill their father's goals and dreams, right? Because obviously, oh my gosh, the cars are so loud. Obviously, being a footballer is down to like, it's out of your control really if you can make it as a footballer. But a lot of parents, oh my gosh, I think I'm coming down with the flu or something because everything's just annoying me and I'm struggling to do this video. Yeah. Hi Omar Plumber, how are you? Exactly, where you're gonna find you if you wait. Exactly, where we're gonna find you if you sorry one more time. Are you gonna find me as in have to pay? Please don't do that. I say sorry every single minute of my life. Every single minute of my life I'm always saying sorry. Yeah, so I find, yeah, I totally agree with AP. A lot of parents tend to do this. I find that there's an opposite to it. So I remember that I always wanted to do like really cool activities and my mum didn't really prioritise it. And that can be sometimes if parents didn't really do this. For example, say if my child wanted to play tennis and they wanted to go to tennis club, I probably wouldn't even send my child to that because number one, I didn't really do that as a kid, and number two, I feel like it's a waste of money. So it depends on the parent. It really depends on the parent. But it's very interesting that a lot of people do try to fix their past. It's very interesting. Thank you for calling me Sunshine Omar Plumber. Yeah, so the reason why I'm addressing this is because if you take a minute to think about what things you're trying to fix in your life, right? Let me just cross this road, guys. I don't know what's going on. If you think about the things that you tried to fix in your life, is it really controlling you to the point that you're not interacting with people in the right manner? And when I say the right manner, right, let's use a real life scenario, guys. I'm going to use a real life scenario, right? So when it comes to men, right, I've noticed that this busy road is literally like distracting me so much. I don't know what's up with me today, guys. think I'm coming down or something. Because every single sound is like affecting me like crazy. And this is not usually like me. Maybe I'm sensing that something's going to happen. I don't know. But I'm really feeling sensitive. I don't know why. Thank you, Omar Plumber. I'm just pushing through life. That's all you can do in this life, unfortunately. Just keep pushing through. Wish the same for you as well. Hi for being new. I can't see your name on here. I don't know if it says Stone Kid. I can't read my phone. My phone screen is damaged. I only can see some parts of my phone. I think it's a troll alert. Shut my head. Yeah, so let me try and get back onto this topic. So I'm struggling so hard with this topic, guys. I'm usually good at doing these types of videos, but I'm so distracted. My hands are actually full as well. Got my I got my suitcase with me, guys, so I can pack up my shop. Oh damn, guys, you know what? I completely forgot my oh my god, I completely forgot my actual voucher. I'm gonna have to go back. Oh my god, guys, that's probably why my head was going funny. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm gonna have to go back and get my actual Tesco voucher. Unless, oh my gosh, guys. I can't see the username. Is that Floody Daddy? Oh, Charlie. I don't do American politics. I don't do American politics. I don't understand what's going on with that in the USA. Maybe so you're far from home. Not really far. I'll just go back and get it. Do you know what it is, guys? I actually empty because I always put my vouchers in my backpack, right? But I washed my backpack, so I emptied it out. And I actually told myself today in my head, I was like, make sure you pack your voucher. But guys, in my house, you cannot concentrate in my house because the vibes are that bad. The energy is that bad. When a certain person is home, your head, you cannot focus. You cannot. I don't want to blame people, but if you're living in a home where you can think clearly, you're not going to forget stuff. Okay, yeah, you might forget one thing, but not like this, man. Right, I'm going to go back and get it. I really thought I was on my A game today as well. Right. Be careful on the road while you're on the phone. If they take my phone's battered anyway. It's on its way out. But thank you for saying that. Do you mean like for my own safety, or do you mean for my phone safety? Everything's stressing me out, guys. I don't know why do I feel like I'm gonna, not a panic attack, but I feel really anxious. I've never felt like this in my life. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I just realised what Vladdy said, you're praying for. Why would you pray for something like that, Vladdy Daddy? If you said you're wicked, why would you say that? Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, Amy said the spare room's still available. Oh my gosh. Don't tempt me, AP. Don't tempt me. Yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, maybe it's weird how I got cut off when I was trying to talk about a guide example. Maybe I should talk about it. Yeah, so basically, just to summarise it, like romantically, right? If you whatever you want romantically or dating or whatever, I don't know what people want these days. You're forcing somebody into that, right? But you haven't even asked what they want, and you can't even see what they want or whatever because you're so focused on trying to achieve an outcome, maybe based on your past, I don't know. But it's very interesting how some people are really either stuck in their past or they're trying to recreate a past. And I tell you what, when people are doing that in dating and stuff like that, in relationships or whatever, the other person's looking at them like they're crazy, right? Imagine if I got married before and I want to get married again, right? I'm going to be telling this guy in the day, I'm like, you know what, I really want to get married. I'm looking for the perfect house, looking for the perfect everything. And he's thinking, what the heck? Like, he's looking at me like I'm crazy, right? But I can't see that he's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm so deluded that I'm trying to recreate the past. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. But yeah. Hi, Lord Jimmy, how are you? It's destined for failure, you're right. Yes, and I think a lot of people, they don't think about these things like if you think like, I don't know, any scenario in your life where someone's trying to control the outcome. Like, I remember I used to get in trouble with my mom, right, when I was a child, and she literally could see I was recreating some of the patterns. I was a good kid, obviously, for the most part, but she would literally like really tell me off. She would really, this person's blocked off the way for people to cross. You're not supposed to go over the line like that. Jeez. Yeah, so she would really tell, but it was really brutal because it made me know that I'm repeating her past, right? Childhood. So she was really harsh on me. But when you're doing that, like, I'm trying to say is when you're trying to come from a place of your past, are you really treating someone fairly? Are you really talking to them how you should be talking to them? Do you kind of get my point? So like, for example, I can use a really traumatic example. So if a woman had something bad happen to her, right, and then a man that she doesn't know, he taps her on the shoulder. He taps her on the shoulder, right? And she's like, don't touch me, right? Do you kind of see what I mean? Like, she's trying to fix her past. She's trying to prevent what happened from her past from happening. But what happens is she's acting it out on the present moment. So that guy could literally be tapping her to say, that person over there is waving to you. Right, even though I don't agree with people just touching people that they don't know, but people still do this, right? So that's an example. Yeah, past traumas. The thing is with past traumas is a lot of people do try to prevent things from happening. I remember looking on Instagram and then somebody talking about sleepovers and stuff like that. And then somebody wrote, no, do not let your kid go to a sleepover because it leads to you know what, right? In terms of like abuse and stuff. And like, I thought to myself, wow, I remember my mum wouldn't even let us go to sleepovers. She'd be like, no, you can't. She'd make us know. She'd be like, no, you're not allowed to sleep at anyone's house because you don't know who is at the house. You don't know anything about those people. So in my head, I would know what she's talking about, right? But that's an example of, I'm not saying it's my mum's past trauma. What I'm trying to say is that's an example of trauma being educated worldwide, where a lot of parents do become very concerned when they hear horror stories and they're like, nah, my kid's definitely not going to sleep at anyone's house, right? So that's like an example of how, with a lot of people's traumas, prevention, I can't speak, guys. With prevention of past traumas, sometimes a story gets passed around. So that's when a lot of people become very educated around things and they're like, nah, this is not going to happen. This is why a lot of people tend to be single, because they know that being in a relationship does lead to getting cheated on. So you always see a lot of people saying, nah, I'm not getting a relationship. So that's another one that's been taught. My sister's the worst for that. A man who, no, let me zoom this comment because I can't see. Any man who, do not make me laugh. Any man who touches her shoulder, she automatically flips if she don't know you. Do you know what? I actually don't blame you, sister, because really people shouldn't be touching people, by the way. And it's actually, they say don't let people touch you because you don't know what demons they have on them as well. That's another thing as well. Because I remember I used to get some pains in my body, right? And you know, my friend, she's very spiritual. She said, you know, she said to me, because I got the pain off me, that's when I repented to God, right? And the pain left me. When I repented, I prayed for somebody, and then I repented for my sins, right? And the pain left me. You know what she said to me? She said, stop hugging people, because you don't know what spirits they have on them. And I thought, damn, because sometimes, you know, if someone's in pain, if it's a spiritual pain, if you touch them, the pain goes on to you. You know, I'm not even joking. It's actually a real thing. I can't believe I'm walking on the way back home. This is such a joke. He was like, how long is it to go back home? And I was like, not that long, and it's actually long. But, oh, well, whatever. It's worth it. If I didn't have this bag, I'd be walking quicker, to be honest. Don't mean to brag, but my sister... One second, I'm trying to... My sister is gorgeous. Oh, that's really nice. I hope my brother says the same thing about me. That's such a nice comment. I believe you, AP. I believe you. I believe you. You only got one sister. Oh, guys. I'm planning on getting my... Today's Friday. I literally thought today was Saturday. I'm getting confused with the days. Yeah, I want to get my weekly shop today to use the voucher. This is the only reason why I'm going back for the voucher, guys. Because I know that I want to use it all. Can you imagine if it was in my backpack the whole time? No, I know it's not in my backpack, so I know I took it out. No, I have to think about it. No, I definitely took it out of my backpack. Let me just check. 1 second, guys. Yeah, one system I have. Let me just check, guys, because I'm thinking, what if it's in my backpack? I know it's not, but let me just double check, because you just never know. No, it's not in here. Because usually I'm really organised, guys. Like usually, like I put everything in my backpack usually, but because I emptied it, I should just put the stuff back in. ABC, you're gonna be fuming if it is. Shake my head. I know, guys. I really apologise for anyone that's watching this video and they think I'm going to talk about the topic because I've gone off topic again, as always. Oh my God, give me a nightmare to cross this road now. Yeah, it's gonna be a nightmare. Guys, I'm running across the road. Yeah, so we're talking about like the example of people touching people, right? And I don't know why people do that, to be honest, because it's nice when people give you the way. Beautiful lady just gave me the way. So nice. Yeah, so thank you so much for the like, guys. Yeah, so people touching people without their permission, again, people shouldn't be doing that. You don't know what, obviously it's not always past trauma. Some people genuinely don't like to be touched. I know a lot of people like that, and I personally, it depends on who you are, but if you're a stranger, I really don't like strangers touching me. If we're close, it's cool, but I feel like you don't need to touch people nowadays, to be honest. I don't know why people do it. I used to do a great multitasker. I wish I was. I really wish I was. I mean, shopping, doing your life, plus commuting. What did he say? You're a superwoman. I'm a superwoman, guys. I'm a superwoman. You make me laugh, AP. I don't know how I actually multitask. Don't know how to do it. And plus I got to pay attention to my surroundings as well. Thank you so much for the light. How have I got 5 lights? That's amazing. Yeah, so guys, things like that, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes you try and connect with people and you can feel that they're not present, right? trying to, it's like, okay, let me use an example. When people are getting to know someone, if it's opposite genders, and then suddenly within 2 days he calls you baby, and you're like, huh, how are you calling me baby already? This is the kind of example of what I'm talking about. Some people will literally be in love with someone else, and they're literally trying to treat you the same way as that person that they was actually in love with, right? So they're trying to fix their past, and it doesn't work, guys. It's like being on a time machine, and you're literally trying to create your past with a present moment, and you're not actually awake of what's going on. You can't see the red flags or the green flags. You don't even know this person from Adam, right? The phrase is so funny. You don't even know the person from Adam. You know what? I used to hear that phrase, but now that I'm like getting close to God and I'm reading the Bible, it's actually really funny that they say that. AP said you're a natural. I really don't know how I do it. I really don't know. It's like, I don't think I'm organised, and a lot of people tell me I'm organised. I actually don't feel like I am. And then as I'm saying it to them, they see me getting stuff on my bag and they're like, see, you're organised. I'm like, how? How am I organised? I can smell like, not smoke, like some type of gas in the air. That's strange. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's not genuine, and I think that's how a lot of people fail in relationships. Because they're not treating every relationship as a new relationship. A good example of this is like, if you had a horrible teacher, for example, right, or a horrible manager, a horrible boss, right, and you go into a new workplace, you might not be able to connect with them. You're probably stepping back a little bit to, you know, like if they're talking to you, you do a little mini step backwards, like to get, you know, you're like, you're a bit cautious of them, and you're timid, or you're trying to withdraw from them. What's sad is you're not really like getting to know that person. It's like if for example, let's use AP as well. AP's example is good. Like, for example, with his ex, if someone looks like someone, right, you might not be able to get to know that person properly if you can constantly see that person, like a resemblance. So things like that you have to be very careful of as well. Okay, we've got to learn the driver. This is AP in the future. AP in the future. People just say things because they... I need to zoom the comment in because I can't read all of it. They got a mouth. They got a mouth rather than meaning it. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And you know, the thing is, like, when you're living in your past, you're not in the present moment, are you? You're not thinking about your future. And I think a lot of people do struggle with this. I tend to think about it. They can't see reality, unfortunately. And as AP said, they're just saying it because they've got a mouth rather than mean it. So it's like this guy told me. I was speaking, guys. Do you know what? I haven't been able to catch up with you guys. I was speaking to an amazing guy in his 70s, an elderly guy, and he was telling me, he was like, talk is cheap. And I was like, dude, that's such an old phrase, but it makes sense because he applied it to my situation. And, you know, like, especially when you're getting to know someone, you need to be careful of what they say. Thank you so much for the like. Yeah, wow, I got 6 likes. You need to be careful of what people say because talk is cheap. Imagine if I just got to know a guy, right, and I'm like, baby, I love you, man. Like, imagine if I just said that and he was like, so he's thinking somebody actually does love me for once. Imagine how dangerous that is, right? And it's like when people do scams and stuff like that, right? This is not exactly the same because they're not trying to fix the past, they're trying to repeat the past, right? That's another one. People just constantly repeating the past. They're not learning from their bad errors, like criminals and stuff like that. They'll do the crime again and they don't learn from it because they just want to keep repeating it, and it's a thrill. It's a thrill for some of these people. I'm sorry, breath, guys. I'll be a size 6 when I've finished walking today. Oh my gosh. Basically, you ain't saying nothing. 1 second, I see me in. You ain't saying nothing but words. It means nothing. Exactly, talk is shit. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Talk is very cheap. And it's so sad that people do this. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of breath. Can you believe it, guys? I'm out of breath. I guess talking is a sport as well, because I cannot talk and walk at the same time. I think everyone's going to be thinking, am I living in my past? We all do it, guys. We all do it. When I give people advice, right, especially if it's romantic advice, and I see young girls dealing with guys that are like a-holes, right, I'm always saying, oh, just get rid of him, just get rid of him. Guys, when I was in that situation, I wasn't getting rid of him, but I'm trying to like prevent the heartache from happening. The good thing is not to be naive. Um, and easily deceived. So easily done to women, which is so sad. That's why you always see like a lot of women get conned and stuff like that. Give me 1 second, guys. Guys, give me like a few minutes. I'm gonna end this live and I'm gonna come back on live, okay? So see you guys.